It's Tamo sitting with In the Valley Below. How are you?
We are excellent.
Really excited. I've been kind of a geek about this entire show coming up. A friend of mine introduced me to Peaches, the song that we're playing on XL102, and I'm like, okay, this is my summer jam. Then I'm in LA for Coachella, and I hear it on the radio, and it's like top down, we're blasting it. I'm like, this is the song. I mean, what was your intention behind creating that song, like to make this soundtrack for the summer, or was it just kind of a beautiful coincidence?
I think it was a coincidence. We didn't really envision that anybody would ever hear it, so we had no idea what would happen with it. It was just for us, really.
And your whole musical process, I think that a lot of people may not realize, is that it was just you guys in a studio. You weren't like touring in like these tiny bars trying to, like make music for these crowds. You guys were just in a studio doing this project. What's the transition been like bringing that to the stage and having to have a band behind you?
It took a little getting used to. It was originally a studio project where we were just practicing our songwriting and producing skills, and then, our manager said you gotta play live, and we didn't really want to because we'd been playing live for so long in other bands and other projects, and so this was just our studio thing. But then he was like, no, you gotta get out there. So we got some friends to play with us, and it was definitely a learning curve to get from the studio to the stage, especially, just dealing with being in a loud rock band and then trying to sing harmonies in front of, loud guitars and drums.
Sure.
Was a challenge for us, and we're finally getting comfortable with that.
So let me ask, if your intention was never really to have it out there and you were going to keep it in the studio and you didn't think that it would transition into doing it in front of a big band, in front of big crowds, what were you doing it for? Was it just cathartic? Did you just need to get it out?
Well, we had made lots of music before and tried to get it out there. And, we were independent artists, and we just assumed this would be another independent project that we put out ourselves. So that was the idea. We weren't really trying to impress anyone or...
And I guess it's kind of like that saying that, you always get what you want when you're not looking for it, right? I mean...
it's pretty true. We didn't think anything would happen with this, and so for this to be the thing that actually has gotten us this far is pretty kind of silly.
And it was one of the music apps, am I right, that like somebody heard Peaches and was like, come on, we've got to like make something happen with this and blow this thing up? Is that how it worked?
Yeah, that's how our manager found us, was a Spotify playlist. Just I don't know which one or whose, but it's pretty random.
I know, like all of these media programs and social media, it's just crazy how much you can, transmit information, transmit music and art. What are you finding is your favorite way to communicate with your audience right now? Are you doing the Snapchat? Are you on Twitter?
We are on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook.
Are you brave enough for the Snapchat?
I don't do any of it. She is the guru behind the technology, but we have not delved into Snapchat yet. I don't know.
Okay, so Snapchat is just like, the quick snippets, and they are supposed to like disappear. The cool thing is that you can actually see when somebody like screenshots it, it'll show you who screenshot it. So if somebody's trying to be shady, what you forget is that you try to be like engaging and like not above, your fan base. So you try to follow people back, and you're like looking through, and it's cool because you're like, oh, that's what my audience is doing. Like, okay, I didn't realize that they would be into that and into us, but you can't control that they send boob pictures and dick pics. So I'm warning you now that...
That sounds like a great reason to get on Snapchat.
Except when they're ones that you don't want to see.
Yes,
that's what I'm
true.
saying. It's
There's
just
a lot of those out there.
There's no categories tab to help you with that one. So you guys are right now promoting Peaches. It's being played everywhere. You just or on Conan, which was amazing. That was our tool to get people here tonight. We're like, do you see this? You get to see that here tonight. What's next?
We're really just going to keep pushing, doing a lot of shows this summer and into the fall, a lot of touring, and really just trying to get as many people in front of as many people as possible.
Is there one artist right now that you would like to go on tour with?
Ooh, one artist. Peter Gabriel, I think, would be top of our list.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever heard Sarah Bareilles' cover of In Your Eyes? It's the most random cover. I was able to find it on YouTube one time, but you have to hear it. Like the song already is like one of the best. And then Sarah Bareilles, you just never would have put two and two together. It's pretty awesome. You have to look it up.
Sweet.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. We're really excited to see you play in the Valley Below.